A Course in Miracles. Lesson 51. The review for today covers the following ideas. 1. Nothing I see means anything. The reason this is so is that I see nothing, and nothing has no meaning. It is necessary that I recognize this, that I may learn to see. What I think I see now is taking the place of vision. I must let it go by realizing it has no meaning, so that vision may take its place. 2. I have given what I see all the meaning it has for me. I have judged everything I look upon, and it is this and only this I see. This is not vision. It is merely an illusion of reality, because my judgments have been made quite apart from reality. I am willing to recognize the lack of validity in my judgments because I want to see. My judgments have hurt me, and I do not want to see according to them. 3. I do not understand anything I see. How could I understand what I see when I have judged it amiss? What I see is the projection of my own errors of thought. I do not understand what I see because it is not understandable. There is no sense in trying to understand it, but there is every reason to let it go and make room for what can be seen and understood and loved. I can exchange what I see now for this merely by being willing to do so. Is not this a better choice than the one I made before? 4. These thoughts do not mean anything. The thoughts of which I am aware do not mean anything because I am trying to think without God. What I call my thoughts are not my real thoughts. My real thoughts are the thoughts I think with God. I am not aware of them because I have made my thoughts to take their place. I am willing to recognize that my thoughts do not mean anything and to let them go. I choose to have them be replaced by what they were intended to replace. My thoughts are meaningless, but all creation lies in the thoughts I think with God. 5. I am never upset for the reason I think. I am never upset for the reason I think because I am constantly trying to justify my thoughts. I am constantly trying to make them true. I make all things my enemies so that my anger is justified and my attacks are warranted. I have not realized how much I have misused everything I see by assigning this role to it. I have done this to defend a thought system that has hurt me and that I no longer want. I am willing to let it go. Nothing I see means anything. A man walks into an art gallery wearing glasses smeared thick with wet paint. Every canvas looks distorted. Faces melt. Landscapes bleed. He shakes his head and declares, "This artist is terrible." But the paintings are not the problem. The lenses are. He has been judging color through a film he applied himself. To admit the paintings mean nothing as he sees them is not an insult to the art. It is the beginning of cleaning the glass. Vision does not improve the world. It removes what covered it. I have given what I see all the meaning it has for me. A courtroom stands empty except for one person playing every role. The same mind sits in the jury box, stands at the defense table, pounds the gavel as judge, and testifies as witness. Then it declares the verdict shocking. Every charge was written in advance. Every piece of evidence was selected to support it. The trial feels real because the mind forgot it scripted the scene. To say, "I gave this all the meaning it has," is to realize the gavel was never outside the hand that holds it. Seeing follows thinking. The verdict comes before the evidence. I do not understand anything I see. A child stares at the ocean and tries to scoop it into a teacup. He studies the foam, measures the salt, tastes the spray, and insists he now understands the sea. But the sea cannot fit inside the cup. What he studies are fragments torn from immensity. The surface is not the depth. To admit, "I do not understand," is to put the cup down. The ocean was never contained. Understanding does not come from collecting waves. It comes from surrendering the need to reduce the infinite to something manageable. These thoughts do not mean anything. A radio hums with static in an empty room. The noise is constant, crackling, fragments of distant signals. The listener begins to interpret patterns in the hiss. He hears insults, predictions, warnings. But the frequency is not tuned. The broadcast of clarity has never stopped. The static only seems meaningful because attention clings to it. To recognize the noise means nothing is not to lose thought. It is to retune the dial. Real thought is not manufactured. It is received. I am never upset for the reason I think. A man kicks a stone and blames it for hurting his foot. He curses the ground. He accuses the road of attack. Yet it was his own momentum that met resistance. The stone had no intention. Anger assigns motive to what is neutral. Upset is not caused by the object. It is born from the story layered onto it. The world becomes enemy only after thought declares it so. When the story loosens, the stone returns to being a stone, and the foot learns to walk without war. Seeing and thinking are not separate acts. Thought paints. Sight confirms. When the paint is washed away, vision does not create a new world. It reveals the one that never required defense.